authenticity that once defined his content began to shift. Today, Kai is more than just a streamer. He's a global brand, a symbol of how far streaming culture has come, and for some, how far it's strayed. His widespread reach and corporate backing now serve as proof that he has successfully crossed over into mainstream influence. But many argue that this transition. By the end of 2022, Kai was awarded the coveted Streamer of the Year title, a symbol of his meteoric rise. But that same success marked a turning point. Many now point to this moment as the last time Kai's content felt truly organic. What followed in 2023 changed everything. As his reach expanded, so did the attention from corporate powerhouses. In February of 2023, Kai made a major move. He signed with the United Talent Agency, or UTA. This agency is not just a agency, it's one of the most powerful in the country. UTA represents Hollywood's biggest names, from actors like Channing Tatum and Seth Rogen to artists like 21 Savage and social media stars like Charlie D'Amelio. Founded by Peter Benedict, Jim Burkus, and Jeremy Zimmer, UTA's core mission is connecting top talent with global opportunity. And now Kai was officially on their roster. With that move, everything shifted. UTA was instrumental in connecting Kai with mainstream names like Kevin Hart and John Cena. The visibility skyrocketed, but something else changed. Kai's content began to evolve, not in creativity, but in tone. The raw, spontaneous energy that once defined his streams started giving way to more polished, curated appearances that seemed tailored for wider commercial appeal. Kai was no longer just producing the content he believed in. He was now operating within a structure designed to keep sponsors happy, aligned with major brands, and appeal to wider corporate audiences. For many, this was the moment Kai crossed over and sold out. Once Kai signed with UTA, everything began to change, and fast. His streams, once known for their raw spontaneity and infectious authenticity, started to look and feel completely different. Gone were the casual bedroom vibes. Instead, we started seeing large-scale productions with lights, sets, and carefully timed moments. But with all the glitz came a serious cost. Sources close to the scene say Kai's new handlers at UTA took the reins. His content no longer felt like Kai. It felt scripted. It was clear that many of his newer streams weren't built on impulse or passion anymore. They were corporate checklists, meticulously organized by teams behind the scenes. The Kai that once connected with fans through unfiltered reactions and off-the-cuff humor had been replaced by a branded, polished product tailored for sponsors. The collaborations that once felt like mutual respect between content creators now seem like awkward promo ops. Big-name celebrities, many of whom had zero connection to Kai's community or audience, started showing up on his stream. Not because of chemistry, not because of vibe, but because they had something to promote. These appearances were clearly arranged through UTA's vast entertainment network. Kai wasn't just hosting. Was doing PR. His stream had become a press stop. Whether it was for a movie, an album, or a brand launch, it became obvious that these appearances were less about meaningful content and more about pushing products. And while mainstream exposure might look like a win, the truth is it came with heavy strings attached. Kai became a vehicle for advertising, less creator, more campaign. The very fans who helped him rise could see the shift. The humor became more mindless, the energy more forced, and the message less personal. He had traded creative control for visibility. His once authentic platform was now an extension of UTA's promotional machine. Like a record label shaping an artist's sound, UTA molded Kai's content into something more marketable and more manufactured. And while this formula might keep the sponsorship money rolling in, the price was clear. Kai's originality, his connection with viewers, his soul. So the question now becomes, how much of what we see on Kai's stream is actually Kai? How much is simply what UTA allows the world to see? Because at this point, the line between creator and corporate product has never been more blurred. Every move Kai makes now carries an underlying curtain, it's all strategy crafted by UTA, backed by major sponsorships. Take Kai's multi-million-dollar endorsement deal with Nike. It's not coincidence that he constantly mentions, wears, and showcases their gear. This isn't a matter of personal preference. This is business. It's scripted promotion.
We're challenging the standard of what comes standard. Next generation GMCs are ready to elevation. Current eligible lessees can get this low mileage lease on this all-wheel drive terrain elevation for around $299 per month.
Strategically baked into the speech to sell a brand, not to serve the content or the audience. There's no one advertising with a smile. Another stark example is his collaboration with Konami. Despite growing awareness around health issues tied to fast food, like chemical additives, highly processed ingredients, and dangerous seed oils, Kai didn't hesitate to host a full-blown commercial right in the middle of the street. No disclaimers, just branded content disguised as entertainment. It was the corporate partnership package as the label content and the fans were the targets. For the brands, it's simple. They aren't tapping into Kai's platform because they believe in his content. They're buying access to the millions of marchers.